Daybreak with Dennis, 8:03 this morning. We have a special guest in the studio. We've got Angie Miller over here, and we're celebrating one of the biggest trophies I think I've ever seen since this. I thought it was the Stanley Cup, Angie, when I first saw this.
It's pretty large,
It's
Dennis.
pretty large. It's to describe it to the on-air audience, if you're playing along at home, it's got to be a foot and a half tall. It's got wings. It's got the big cup. You'll have to go onto the mobile app and the story later on today. And, of course, this is for winning the Can the Cats Legal Challenge. And you guys did a great job with Ryan and Miller and took the competition. Tell me a little bit about what your strategy was here.
Yeah, so we thought about having a bunch of people in our office bring in some cans, and we decided to do a big monetary donation as well, just to allow the food bank to use that money how they saw fit. And we thought it was better than hauling in, a bunch of cans. So
yeah, well, it worked out well because so what we did with this challenge, we had Ryan and Miller, we had Judnick Law, Holloway and Hewling, the Advocates, and Melanado Law. They all got together. So what we did is we combined the money and the poundage to get a score. So it was pretty clever because you guys raised 40 pounds of food, but $525 in cash. So that was fantastic.
Yeah.
I like the idea, too, of donating to help out and just give that cash because that gives them a lot of flexibility, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And, we've heard a lot of different things of some of the different needs that they need. And we thought they're the best ones who know. The food bank knows what they need. And if they have some money, they can decide where that needs to go to better suit their needs.
Tell me a little bit about what was kind of the reaction of the staff and the enthusiasm to jump into Can the Cats.
Oh, we were really excited. I would say we're a pretty competitive law firm. We also love being able to give back to our community. We try to find as many ways as we can. Over the years, we've given back to, hundreds of different organizations. And so to have something like this, it was just a really fun local competition. And then to have that win with being competitive people, it really went a long way in our office.
People don't realize I've spent a lot of time around courts and the law, and attorneys are pretty competitive folks. You really are.
Yes.
So that's a lot of fun. And we want to congratulate, too, everybody else that participated. It was close down to the wire there. Judnick Law got 543 for their final score. They went a little bit more. They went entirely for the poundage.
Yes,
so you
they
guys
did.
you guys may have found the secret for next year. What are you going to do now? The Stanley Cup, they usually pass it around the country. Will this find a place in the office over there or just what?
Yes, this will find a good place in the office. So we'll make sure to display it. We're very proud of it and make sure that everyone gets to see it.
Paul couldn't make it in today. I think you ought to put this on his desk.
That sounds like a good idea.
Surprise him when he gets in the office this morning and tell him he's got to keep it there for the next year.
Yeah.
I think that ought to be there.
He would be proud to do that.
I think he probably would. So, well, Angie, thanks for coming in. Thanks for making this a fun little side note on the Can the Cats competition. And we really appreciate your generosity, all of the other firms. And like we always say, go Grizz, right?
Go Grizz. And thank you for helping put this together. We really appreciate it.
It was a lot of fun. We'll look forward to doing it next year. We'll make this the traveling trophy.
Yes, we will.
It's 94.9 KYSS FM. Daybreak with Dennis this morning with Kane and Caitlin Brown on KYSS.